If you haven't heard, the Legends Limited Goku Black that released in the 2024 festival has got a platinum equipment. The guy that released next to Vegito Blue? Yeah, of course you don't. Your mind is too small. That's literally the name of it. Slot 1, base health 20%, base strike defense 70%, base blast defense 70%, health restoration 15%, damage guard 170%. Slot 2, inflicted damage 190%, special move damage 30%, base strike attack 70%, base blast attack 70%, restores own health by 3% after being hit by an enemy art attack while this character is on the battlefield. And slot 3, on transformation, draw up to 4 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. On battlefield entry, if own unique gauge is full, the following effects occur: draw special move arts next, key 50 while not defeated on enemy special move arts activation, cancel buff effects 3 times. This platinum equipment has projected Rosé into the moon. No, that's even too low. He's entered the realm of the stars. He's upper galaxy now. This guy has taken over Dragon Ball Legends. He is simply beating out everybody off raw stats. And the question I have for you guys today is, do you guys think this is a good thing? We've seen a lot of units in Dragon Ball Legends get really bad platinum equipments, but we've seen some of them get really good ones. Now, I feel there should be somewhat of a balance because there's a lot of bad that can go on about this, but there is also good. So I wanted to have the discussion. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, which should be most of the general thoughts, but if you have any other thoughts or you agree or disagree with anything I say in this video, let me know in the comment section below. So let's talk about the good first, because the bad, you can wait for it. The general good is when they make Legends Limiteds good or old units good, it means that people that did get shafted, they still have a fighting chance, because the odds are they are going to have a 2-year-old unit in the game. They're going to have them decent starred. They probably appeared on different Legends Limited or Legend Now banners in the time that they had released, since they are a old unit. So you had a unit in your box that was pretty much just rotting, all of a sudden be refurbished and be usable in PvP at the highest tier. I think that's overall a great thing. I don't think anybody should be complaining that free-to-plays can use a unit at the highest tier without having to invest into something new, even while they might have got shafted. I think that's an overall pro. More people can enjoy the game, more people can compete. PvP generally has more players in it because people have a team that can actually be competitive. All round, people playing the game, being able to play the game is great. I will also say, depending on the unit that they do bring up, so in this case it's Rosé, it adds more variety to the game. I think this unit being a powerful opponent, I can't say it was the greatest pick, but it's not a bad pick. I think in general people are happy about it because a lot of people did not get the Xenoverse 2 Goku Black. So at least this Goku Black that they have, because most likely Goku Black fans want Goku Black, they can use this guy instead. And he even has cool animations. He's a transforming unit. The legendary finish is quite unique as well. He's solid. And then on top of that, on his release, he didn't have the greatest performance, let's say. A lot of people were vouching for him, but he wasn't that good, and we could all see that. So given he didn't have a good release, at least now he can actually shine. He can get the opportunity to show what he's actually worth with a bit more stats to put him up there with the stars of the game right now, such as Ultra Gogeta Blue 2.0, Legend Broly, Super Vegito, etc, etc. I'll also add, this unit being good makes people's hopes go up in general, because it gives you that idea that they could actually make other units good. For example, we have the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, who's also due a platinum equipment in the near future. They've already announced it. So if his platinum equipment is as good as this, the Broly fans will also be as happy as the Rosé fans. The guys that have Broly, another unit that's just under 2 years old, he can easily perform at that same level just because he's got a platinum equipment, given that it's good, or at least as good as this equipment here. At the bare minimum, it plants the seed that we know the developers can make a sufficient plat equipment for older units. Though in this case, it does seem a bit overtuned, it's still a solid equipment making Goku Black that top tier, which is enough to know they can do good. For a lot of the underwhelming things that they've done with certain platinum equipments, if I was to name a couple, Vegeta of recent times, the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, oh my god, that plat equipment was a stinker. Pretty sad that it went out like that. And we'll also mention the Daima boys. Them guys were not ruling like they were in their prime, especially Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima. He should have been a lot better with his equipment, and it just wasn't good enough to bring him back to his optimal state. Again, do we want him to be #1 in the game? No, but I don't feel like they were even performing at a top 3 team level, which is kind of underwhelming. So yeah, those are my points for why I think this Rosé is actually a good thing. Him being good in general, a lot of people will enjoy him, and it gives you hopes for good stuff to come in the future. Now naturally we do have to get into the negatives, and there are quite a few negatives. The biggest one being, is it really fair that this unit has just eclipsed the 8th anniversary part 1 units? So I spoke about how on the positive side, if you didn't get the part 1 units, hey, you probably got Goku Black. So now you're a top 1 unit in Dragon Ball Legends without paying anything. But let's say you did get the units, right? You spent so much CC, and probably, not for all of you, some real life money because you really wanted Gogeta or Broly. You put in all those coins just for that unit to get overcliffed, power crept by a platinum equipment that everybody has for free. Does that really feel good? Honestly, the answer is no. This is a gacha game, and ultimately there is an aspect where you know you're not guaranteed to get the unit. So if you get the unit, you feel good because it's a rarity. It's not something that everybody is going to have. Sure, the majority of people do have it because people were saving CC and they put coins and CC into getting the unit. But you might have got the unit, but your friend might have not got the unit because you only had a set amount of chrono crystals. That's just how the luck goes sometimes. And because that's possible, the possibility of being unlucky makes being lucky feel good. If you guys know any whales or any guys that spend money in this game, you would know that they know they're gonna get the unit because they're gonna spend real money on this game. And with their reactions when it comes to summoning, you probably don't see them react at all. Even creators, sometimes they don't react as much as they could. And that's because they are spending money. There's the idea that they know they're going to get the unit. So at that point, it's a matter of when and not if. And that differentiates how people feel when playing Dragon Ball Legends. You got Gogeta, nice. Yes, I can finally be good in PvP. I can be stronger than the other guys. Nope. Everyone's got this platinum equipment and it's better than your Gogeta. That is outrageous. And at the level that he's at of pure stats, it's not like he's got a mechanic that you have to skillfully use. It's simply he's doing more damage and he's defending better. And that is keeping him above everybody. Why am I using Goku Black and he's doing more damage to yellows than my Gogeta can do to yellows? They're the same star level. Gogeta's an ultra. Why is Goku Black doing more damage to blues than my Broly can do to blues? That's not okay. Why is my Rosé doing more damage to reds than my blues can do to reds? He's overcliffing the Xenoverse to Rosé. That is outrageous. And everybody can just do that. Not literally everybody, of course, because if you're a newer player, you won't have them. And even in that case, that leads me on to my next point. If you don't have this Rosé because you're a newer player, it's like, oh, do they just do that all the time? Do they just release platinum equipments that's better than the new unit? No, they don't do that all the time. Actually, they fumble more than not. They don't make them good enough. But this one seems overtuned, which is making it feel like, damn, they kind of went overboard here. And I think what amplifies the feeling of this being bad is the fact that it's meant to be a celebration. It's the anniversary. You chose the 8th anniversary part 1 units to power creep, not even by the part 2 units, but a platinum equipment? That's excessive in my opinion. It's like a celebrity showing up at your wedding. You know, you're gonna be losing all the shine. This celebrity could have showed up anywhere else, but they chose your wedding, your big day. Or when someone more popular than you has the same birthday as you. It's like, brother, people are forgetting about you now. And that feels bad, honestly. Would I say they should undertune this or turn it down? Not necessarily, but I think because of this platinum equipment, they shouldn't go overboard with Broly, because at that point, Broly also being red, he will literally eradicate Gogeta Blue, who is the more higher rarity, higher value unit in this celebration off of him being the more popular character. Gogeta is the guy in the Broly movie that a lot of people went to see the Broly movie for. So naturally, if they're just erasing him from the meta based on another red being more powerful than him, and one that you can just access very easily, I think that's overall a bad thing. But those are my negatives, my thoughts on those. Let me know what you think. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of the video. Gave you my positives, my negatives, my pros, my cons. If I left anything out that you think should have been included in this video, let me know. If you wanted to know my opinion overall based on the pros and cons, I think it's okay. I'm not too mad about it, but it does put the game in a more passive state because of how defensively good he is. And it also means that everybody's going to be using this guy, Rosé. So then as a result, PvP lacks variety just based on how good he is single-handedly. Then in addition to that, the only thing differentiating you from another player is your skill and your star level. And if your skill isn't better, you still might not lose, because Goku Black at almost every star level is pretty insane. But it's only okay under the guise of it only being him that's this undertuned. If they also do this with Broly, it's 100% a negative. So right now I'm on like a 50-50 scale of it's maybe good, maybe bad. But if it's Broly drops and he's at this level as well, that's really bad. And that's a shame, because I wanted Broly to be really good. I wanted Broly to be the guy. You know, I like his mechanic. It's super unique. Nobody else has anything like it. And not to say Rosé is not solid too, but they could have both been top tier and not busted. But definitely with the way Rosé's performing, I really doubt that Broly's gonna come out in the top tier same shape. And if he does, that's too much, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.